Okay, one more email and then I'm gonna wrap this up because I have to get out of here. One more thing I can cross off my list. I am going here in Santa Monica to an agency called Palisades Media. This is the agency that I already submitted a proposal to for an independent film coming out called Crazy Love. They're probably one of the best group of people I've ever worked with. So I'm going to present to them what I'm selling. It's exciting. Hopefully the lunch I catered showed up. Lunch. We set it up back there. How are you?
Great. How is everything?
You were not joking around, Jody, and that's what I like about you.
My first question for you guys is, do you buy blogs? Do you buy stuff? Okay, if you were gonna print out any slide from this deck, this should be the slide that you guys print out, because this really talks about what we are as a company. So in the middle, you've got the marketplace, which is where all the posties go to accept their opportunities and interact with one another, read messages from our CEO, Ted, etc. Podcast and blog opportunities. Those are both pretty straightforward. Message boards, you've got people interacting, posting, saying things they like about the site, saying things they don't, talking about the opportunities. And so from an advertising point of view, there's opportunity for you guys to be integrated there. If you guys have questions, I'm very interested to get feedback from you.
Is there a list of like all the blogs?
I'm sure there is. I haven't seen it, but I'll double check.
How's billing happen?
Wow. I don't know the answer to that. That's bad.
I'm curious.
What actually would be an effective CPM at the end of the day?
Well, that's what I'm having a hard time deciding. How do we decide how much this is worth to us?
So you've got to try it to see what works. You know, I mean, you're not talking about a $100,000 test buy.
It's fine. We'll keep it open and test it and see how it goes.
That's it. Thanks, guys. That was good. I'm very happy with that. It sounds like we're going to get a buy. It's awesome. It'd be my first paper post sale. This is the third week that I've been with PaperPost. Last week was actually the first week that I was out on call. The nice thing about PaperPost is that there's so many different offerings. Each proposal can be really customized. Sometimes these smaller agencies tend to like drill you more on questions, and some of the questions I didn't have answers to, so I just, instead of, you know, BSing them, I just said I'd get back to them. So it's like a learning thing, you know? And I just emailed Randy this huge email of stuff I need help with. Now Randy and Ted have to help me, because obviously I feel the pressure, you know? It's always tough whenever you start a new sales job to like kind of prove your value to the company. As great as it is that I have, you know, all these meetings set up and a to-do list this long, I need to, you know, bring revenue. So I'm working on it. I am going to meet a client and a friend. He's from Gen X, which is an agency out here in LA, and they handle the Acura business. So I'm very excited. I want to basically pick his brain from like the automotive perspective to see what he thinks about PaperPost, and obviously I'm going to try and get his business for Acura. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's it going? Awesome. Have you advertised on user-generated content sites?
We've done some, you know, advertorials in some blogs.
And?
It works really well. I like the smallness. I'd love to harness that energy, but I just don't know how we can count on it being trusted. It's all about bloggers that people trust. And if they're people who are regularly taking money to post something from an advertiser, how well trusted are they by their people?
I cannot imagine a blogger would jeopardize their credibility with their users to make $20.
It's a rough area because I was nervous getting into one or two blogs, and you're offering a network of them.
You know, I need to see some of these blogs and then see what what's happening
and see, I'll send you some sample opportunities so you see what some other advertisers have done. It's going to work differently for every different advertiser. So,
are these the right people? That's all I want to know.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I want to, and I'm not asking you for the answer to the question. I'm just.
I don't know the answer.
saying, yeah, that's why brand advertisers are scared to death of it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at MySpace and you look at, I mean, all the advertisers that are advertising on MySpace are all mostly Fortune 500 advertisers, you know?
But the difference is you're on somebody's page on MySpace and you see a banner ad. That's one way, right? They don't relate the one to another. They think that's MySpace serving them a banner ad or whatever they think. They're not. When it's a blog, it's more personal. You need to believe in that blogger, and if that blogger is ruining your relationship with him, you're going, I don't believe what he's saying about this product right now, and I think he's a sellout. And then guess what? Tomorrow, that guy doesn't come back to that blog, and they're so fickle that they'll never come back again. It's a hard sell to brand advertisers.
Now I just need to go and prove to you that we have good bloggers, that they have people reading their blogs.
Yeah.
It's not just like me
that's the deal.
and my dog.
As long as they can trust that you and your dog would never go out there and say you loved Acuras if you didn't love them.
You're doing business with me this year. I swear to God. I'm not kidding you. I'm never going to dinner with you ever again. No, I'm serious. All right. Thank you for dinner.
Thank you.
Awesome seeing you, for sure.
Thanks a lot.
The meeting was awesome. Like, first, I love Chris. He's super insightful, and it seems like he's interested. I think that they will actually give us a shot. It's 9:05 and I'm really dying. I just want to go to bed. Packing 3 meetings into one day is hard, especially when you do it back to back. All the questions that everyone asked me over the last 2 days were totally valid, right on. People are being a little bit skeptical, but in some regard, it's a challenge in itself, and like, I want to win. It's like that weird salesperson thing in me. It's hard to leave the #1 internet company and go to something that's not solid, hasn't been talked about in a positive light, but I actually really think that there's a great product to sell.
payperpost.com